Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on your time zone where you are. I'm excited this morning, and I want you to take a good look and understand what this video today is all about. It's an update, and if you really want to make something decent out of Forex, and you should pay attention to what I'm about saying. Now, if you look at, this is DXY on the weekly time frame, and I'll be probably giving you a much of an in-depth analysis. This chart started around 2007, March 2007 until date. So for us, we know apart from this corner here that came down, this pretty much has been in an uptrend from this low up to this high. But if you go to some other brokers platform to look at it, this may look corrective. Let me see if I can give you an example of that. Let's go into let's look at this. Okay, so this is where this started from, this angle here. Yes, so if I zoom out, yeah, so you can see. So zooming out, this was what I showed you here. Now zooming out, so this that we call an uptrend now looks corrective in respect to this move. So from here, it has been like a three-wave to the downside, an A, B, and a C. So we can see an A, B, and a C. This big wave to the downside. This one started here, they captured 1985 till 2007 or 8. Okay. Now, but this is since has been corrective in respect to this move. But then let's forget what happened before 2007. So let me go back to the one I was showing you earlier. So because this broker didn't capture all of that, okay? So let me zoom in now. Now, what can we see here? Even if this is an uptrend, like I said, the immediate thing is to look at this as a possible correction of the entire run from this low to this high. And so if you are thinking of a corrective wave format, then we now begin to look into the possibility of this being an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave to the downside. So with that at the back of our mind, whatever we have inside of here, which is a WXY correction in between here, is seen as a B. The whole of that is a B on the bigger time frame. So, and to this down, this low is A, this up is B, and at least 100% should be a C. So what do we know about a zigzag? We know that the first wave will be impulsive, and that is what we are seeing here. And the C wave also will be impulsive, and that is what we are getting here. Matthew, this also, as part of correction, is impulsive, which is expected to the upside here of the Y. So this is impulsive to the downside, and is so what I'm trying to say now, because this has broken the low of this wave A here, so all we can get is probably some correction to go more down, and our first target will be an 100% extension. So our first target will be an 100% extension. So, and it is only and after we had pushed beyond 1618 extension, that is when we now begin to entertain that this may actually now grow into a bigger wave, an impulsive wave that now tells us that probably what has happened in 1985, there has been in a downtrend, and after almost like 90 years or thereabouts, the dollar is going to now start growing weak, and this will be pulling further low. But one step at a time, we have to first break 1618. But your immediate target at this point in time is how would this wave behave around 100% extension? That is how to take it. And you begin to count your wave. If it's going to count 5 waves at that, 100% extension. It is only if we don't reach 100% extension, we might even reach 100% extension, and this would have, ticked 5 waves to that 100% extension. So let's look at where 100% extension is going to be by bringing out this. Of course, to get 100%, we start from here to this point, and point of 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to get this the C wave in that larger degree. So if we start from here, we take it from this point now to this low where you have the blue, and back to this point up here where we have the first line in blue in the small. So our 100% now, if I clone this, the immediate target now is here at about 94,350. So 94,350 or thereabouts is our, I said, okay, 94, let's say 175, yes. 94,175, it's where we must be thinking the price may pull and change its course. Then, of course, the limit of the corrective wave is at 84,500, which is around this area. So we want to see, maybe I can turn that to a red. So once we cross that, if we cross that, but it's a long thing, it's a long process. Once we cross that, then we can begin to entertain that this actually is growing into a change of a bigger trend. So if I mark that red. So, but immediate area is this, because eventually it may just be an ABC. It may just be an ABC, an ABC, and the price will reverse back to the upside. Now, I will say that we're going to pay more attention to what is happening here, but we know that this thing will not back down until we get to this area of 94,175. So if I push to the daily time frame, now looking at the daily time frame, what can I see? This is what we are still dealing with. This one is completed, and this wave is completed. This, it will be a C, and terminate its 5 waves at 100%, but it has to at least finish its 5 waves first to the downside. So what can we expect? We can expect that this will terminate its five waves at 100% extension. If that happens, then if we are going back to the upside, then we know we are going to either go correctively or impulsively to the upside. If we go impulsively to the upside, it means the price is going to probably go up and break this and back to the uptrend. If it goes correctively to the upside, at least we're expecting a corrective wave of at least an ABC of this, all of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 being a wave 1, and we have a wave 2. So it's either we do a wave 2 major to the upside, because that is what we expect, of course, we're going to buy DXY once this is completed. And buying it, we are having at the back of our mind, are we buying a major 2 to the upside, or are we going back to the upside to break? So we'll look at the wave and examine the internal architecture of that wave to see what we are going to get. But for now, paying attention to this C wave that we call a C wave. So we believe that we have done a 1 and a 2. And here we are seeing the first part that looks like a 3-1, a 3-2, a 3-3, a 3-4, probably a 3-4 here, yes. So a 3-4 here and the 5. So this looks like we are about finishing the 5th wave of wave 3 around this area. We are seeing this correction, how big this correction is here around this area, how big this correction. We expect something similar, which we have not seen. This is too small to give us a wave 4. So we still believe that we are yet to see that wave 4 around this area. So we still believe that in the coming week, if not this week that we are entering, a price may break down to finish this ending structure of this 5th wave of 3, which is a big 3, to have a wave 4. If I want you to understand what I'm trying to say here, because the knowledge that we gain here would help. If I bring out my drawing, like we said, we have done 1 in the blue, a 2 in the blue, and the 3rd wave, we are doing 1 and 2. Then this may be the 4th, the 3rd wave of that turquoise blue, and the 4th wave, and that this is the 5th to the downside. And so if we're able to do this 5th of this wave to downside, just see again what I said. The 1st wave, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 4th of this, then the 5th in this will now equal to the 3rd wave in the blue here. So we equal to this 3rd wave in the blue here. So in here, the 5th wave also can be of the 5th wave of the 5th wave. This particular wave is seen as the 5th wave in the turquoise blue, a completion of the 3 in the deep blue, and being divided into 5 waves is seen as the 1 and the 2, probably a 3 and the 4th wave of it. And that is what it's looking like. It's looking like the 4th wave of it. And we are trying to finish up the 5th wave, which may either tick here or break slightly before we have a major correction. I still believe that this 4th wave is still on its way. It has not come. So, and to get this, of course, once this has gained its low, we can now use these two to look for where this 4th wave. So we are yet to do this at all. This in the red is yet to come. So we need to do this in the blue. Now, what's the approach that we are going to use? The approach that you are going to use is this. Let me try to zoom out. The best approach is to see how price will break out of this wave 3, because this is wave 1 in the pink, wave 2. This a break out of here, a break out of here, So a break out of here, connecting this and this eye, will mean that this wave is all gone. We are yet to break out of that. But the immediate wave 3 here, we need to break out to be sure that we are completely done. So how do we connect that? We connect that by coming from here to connect these. Or better still, let me take this up. From this area, we connect that. We need to break out of that place. So once we break out of here, we know that this is gone, but we are yet to do that. So in the immediate time, move, this is seen as the ending structure of this particular way to the downside, is the ending structure. So to deal with this ending structure, what do? You start from here, we connect this. So once we connect that, we want to deal with that ending structure. We want to deal with that ending structure. So that's how to deal with that ending structure. That's how to deal with that ending structure. So if I go to the 4-hour time frame, so this is the ending structure that we want to break out away from. And that would be a good way of drawing this ending structure. So we are connecting those points. So once we break out, this may just be the 1, a 2, the second wave. This may be the third wave to the downside, which may break the 4th and the 5th. I think we need to still come down a bit. A break to the upside of this particular trend resistance will mean that we are going for the blue 4th wave, which will still go a bit deep. So that is what we are saying. We are almost, so I would rather, if we are selling DXY from this point, anything you sell from here, you should be looking for a way to relinquish. I think you can't be expecting a buy or a sell limit from around this area anymore, because once this one touches here, it's going to pull to the upside and break and come near this area. That is what we expect. So if you are planning your trade, you plan your trade in such a way that you take it from this wave 2 here and to see the limit of where it can get to as a wave 4. So, and that wave 4 will still be around, before breaking this place, it'll be around this area. So, but without breaking this area. So this will be an area, between this area and area is where you can begin to look for sell again. I haven't said that. Well, I want to believe we understand the flow now. So this is almost an ending structure of this particular wave, and which will give us the 5th wave. And this might be wave 4 here, then probably a 1, a 2, a 3 is going to the downside. Probably we've done a 4, but I think this is, ending very soon for us to have a bigger wave 4. That is what I can see. With that said, and that is what we are going to be looking at on other instrument for euro dollar. So we believe that this is the wave 4 of the internal structure of this. This being a 1, a 1, a 2, or probably from this area a 1, a 2, and a 4, a 3, a 4 to finish this as the 5th wave, slightly above here or marking up around this area. This is going to end soon for us to have a bigger correction of wave 4. And if you are doing that wave 4, between this point and this point is where you should be looking for your entry to buy a bigger wave 5 and see where it's going to terminate. For NZD, okay, pound USD. Pound USD, at first I thought this is probably a wave 4, that this is a 3, this is a 4, and this is a 5. It doesn't look like that because from here to here, down here, looks like a 50% retracement. If I check again, from this low back up here to this point, it's not even up to 50%. It's not up to 50%. It's just slightly below. It's over 40, not up to 50%. So it could still be a wave 4. It could still be a wave 4 of a bigger 4, and this is going up as a wave 5. The way Amana this one will correct will tell us, but it doesn't look like we are coming to break this low. Let's see the 3-wave correction here, and we can buy again. So that's what I can see here. NZD USD. NZD USD looks the same, that this has finished. This is like a triangle, and this triangle is a wave 4, and this is a wave 5 that came down like an impulse. Now we are going up now freshly as a wave 1 or a wave A. We're going to have a 3-wave deep correction for us to look for a buy. So this one will just not just go down. This one is not coming to break this low now. I can't see that happening. So what I can see, it's a 3-wave correction for us to have at least, if it's a B, then we can have a C to the upside. So we are going to pay attention and look for where we are going to. If we can sell this, if we get a sell setup, we can sell to pick a buy. Pound USD, okay, I've done that. Yen, dollar yen, it's another. What I can see dollar yen trying to do now is it's also trying to round up this ending structure for us to have a correction to the upside. It might be a bit bigger correction to the upside, but we'll see how far it's going to go up. It might not break this point. It might not break this point. It might pull to break this area or not, but we'll see how far it can go. At the 3rd correction, we can exit the buy, but now we are looking for a buy. This may still go down to break the bottom once more or not. And then the last one is gold. On gold, you have to be very careful for gold now. I believe that it's done like a structure. I believe this is the last structure to the upside, and it looks like a 5-wave correction already. 1, 2, the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th. That's the way it looks now. The 5th wave being extended. The 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5. Now, seeing these as the last wave again, the trick also is, if you say this is the 3rd wave, if you connect this, do we have a break of the 4th wave? So if the 4th wave had broken out, then it could mean that this is the 4th wave. If this is the 4th wave and not this one, if this is the 4th wave, we may be going up again to break, and immediately we break, we are going to sell. So it's either we go up to sell a bit without breaking the top, or we go up to break the top. You should be looking for a sell setup. I don't want to buy from this level. It's suicidal if you want to buy from this level. Let's look at it. So looking at this, I think for now, we can see that there is a break, and this break may mean that we now want to sell. I can see that there's this, you can see when you see this, like a pushback here, it means that the price now wants to come to the downside. That's what I can see on the 1 hour time, 4 hour time frame. The price has a more down. It's that it goes up without breaking this area. We should be looking for a sell setup from this area or above this area. On the daily, what can I see? Okay, let's go to the weekly. What's the mood on the weekly? On the on the weekly is still bullish. On the daily, yeah, it's 50-50 on the daily. It's not strong to say that the price wants to come down immediately. This is not a good price action on the daily to force price to the downside. It has to close properly, and it might be that price wants to probably give us an ending structure here to end the structure and fall. So if that is the case, we are going to pay attention to this on the 4 hour time frame, that the price probably want to end this structure to the upside. This might just be the last move here, the last correction to the downside before we create an ending structure, and from that ending structure we want to be falling, and that is what we should be looking for. Look for a sell and not a buy. You have to be very careful buying at this point. With that, I've come to the end of today's update. Do like, comment, and share. Do have a profitable week. Bye.